It was about to be exactly 3 o'clock in the night. Rashmi was lying on her bed with her eyes closed. She had been trying to sleep for a long time, but despite taking sleeping pills, she couldn't. There was a strange wrinkle on her face. The room's air conditioner was on, but even then, beads of sweat were continuously falling from her forehead. She was frightened and muttering something to herself. Then she felt someone's breath near her ears. She felt as if someone was lovingly caressing her face. She started to ignore that feeling. Then she heard a voice muttering something in her ears. "Rashmi, open your eyes. Look, I have come to you. Go away from here. Please go away. I made a mistake. Please forgive me. Oh, how can I leave like this? You called me here, and now you are asking me to leave." Saying this, the dark shadow started caressing Rashmi's hair. Rashmi was in a terrible state with fear. "Open your eyes, you said so. You love me so much. Look, if you don't open your eyes, I'll take your entire family with me." Hearing this from the shadow, Rashmi became very frightened. When she opened her eyes, the shadow was standing in front of her, extending its hand towards her. "Come with me, you promised to live and die with me, right? Then why are you going away from me now? I fold my hands in front of you. Please let me go." "Please, what did you say?" "I should leave you. This would be unfair to you." Saying this, the shadow extended a knife towards Rashmi. Her face had turned pale with fear. Rashmi seemed to have lost control of herself. She tried to stop herself, but her hand fell on her own. What was the reason? It happened about a few months ago. Rashmi was very happy with her boyfriend Rohan. They were about to get married, but one day, Rohan's dead body was suddenly found in the college compound. He had committed suicide by jumping from the college terrace, but no one could understand the reason behind Rohan's action. Rashmi was inconsolable due to the shock of his death. It was as if she had gone mad. There was this conflict going on in her mind. Why did Rohan commit suicide? Rohan can't commit suicide. He couldn't have done such a thing. Nisha, he had no reason to do such a thing. Just yesterday, he was so happy about our wedding. Mom and Dad had also agreed. All our tension was over. Today, we were going to go shopping for the engagement ring. There must be something wrong. My Rohan can't be happy on his own. You're right, Rashmi. As far as I know Rohan, I could never imagine doing something like this. He was such a happy-go-lucky person. I will get to the bottom of this and find out why Rohan did this. What was it that was eating him up inside? Almost 2 months had passed since Rohan's death, but she hadn't been able to come out of the shock. One evening, she was sitting in the college library, looking at old photographs of herself and Rohan. Tears were flowing from her eyes. Just then, Rohan's friend Sachin came there. "Rashmi, please control yourself. Rohan's soul will be so sad when it sees you crying like this. Please calm down." "How can I calm down like this? My Rohan cannot commit suicide. There is definitely some secret behind his death." Rashmi did not answer her words and wiping her tears, she came home from college and went and lay down on her bed. Then a voice murmured in her ears, "Rashmi, Rashmi." That voice was of Rohan, but on hearing that voice, Rashmi suddenly got scared and started looking here and there. Then she saw Rohan's soul. At her bedside, from whose head blood was continuously oozing. What happened? Why did you get scared after seeing me? You love me, right? Seeing Rohan's soul in front of you. Seeing this, Rashmi was terrified. She couldn't respond to anything. Her whole body was shaking with fear. Rohan kept calling her to him. She had fainted from fear. When she opened her eyes in the morning, everything was normal, but there were blood stains on her bed. Seeing them, she panicked. Now such incidents started happening to her every night, and she was becoming very upset by all this. Her health was deteriorating day by day. She desperately needed help. Then one day she went to her friend Keshav for help. Keshav, please save me. He will kill me. Keshav, calm down for a minute. Who will kill you? What are you saying, Rohan? Rohan will kill me. He won't spare you either. What nonsense are you talking about? Come to your senses. I am in my senses. He calls me to him every night. You will see, he will take me with him. Don't worry, this is definitely your imagination. It's nothing like that. Rashmi was very scared. Keshav, he was explaining to her again and again when Keshav felt someone behind him. As soon as he turned back, he saw Rohan's soul standing in front of him. He was completely covered in blood. Seeing Rohan's soul in front of him, Keshav started sweating and his body trembled badly due to fear. Rohan started staring at him, and in no time, Rohan ripped open Keshav's stomach with his long dirty nails and started eating his flesh. Keshav died on the spot. Seeing all this, Rashmi got very scared and ran away from there and went to her house and lay down on her bed, clutching the bedsheet in her hands. She was remembering the same thing again and again. It was evening time. Rohan was talking to someone on the call on the college terrace. He said, "Don't worry, I have said everything. Once the marriage is done, then all her property will be mine. After a year or two, I will definitely remove her from the way." Rohan did not love Rashmi. Rashmi belonged to a very rich family, so she was trying to get hold of his money and property. He wanted to marry her. Rashmi had found out about this today because she had overheard all this on the terrace. Keshav was also there with her. As soon as Rashmi heard these words from Rohan, her blood boiled because she really loved him very much. An argument broke out between her and Rohan over this. She angrily started pushing Rohan. His phone slipped from his hand and fell down. Rashmi was furious and was hitting him with her hands when suddenly Rashmi lost her balance and her steps faltered. She was trying to control herself when she pushed Rohan. He could not control himself and fell from the corridor and died on the spot. He was no less than a devil even while alive, but after death, his spirit had become even more dangerous. He wanted to take revenge for his death from both of them by any means. Keshav and Keshav were not at fault, but still they had lost to one devil and he had taken them with him. Today, punish the crimes of one devil. The innocent had to suffer. Kali Vidya is such a power that if someone masters it, then whatever he wants can be in his hands. By pleasing the devil, he can get everything that he desires. After reading all these things written in that book, a different glow came in Maya's eyes. Today, while searching for books on cases of paranormal activities in the library, Maya found a book which was probably written by the devil himself. By switching off the lights of her room, in the light of the TV lamp, she was reading everything written in that book very carefully. Perhaps she was wishing for something which she could not get despite trying a lot. While reading that book, it was around 1:30 in the night when she heard slow footsteps coming from the corridor. She heard a sound. As soon as she heard it, she immediately closed the book and hid it in her drawer. She went to bed and lay down, closing her eyes. Shortly after, the sound of footsteps coming from the corridor also subsided. Tears welled up in Maya's pain-filled eyes. "Sister, I won't forgive anyone," she said. "They will have to suffer the consequences for what they did to me." Saying this, she fell into a deep sleep with tears in her eyes. The next night, she began studying the evil book again. This continued for a few nights. Today, she had reached the last page of the book, which meant she had to begin her real work. So, locking her room door from the inside, she slipped out of the house through the window. She was dressed in black and had wrapped herself in a black cloth so that no one would recognize her. She walked briskly towards the village graveyard. In her hand was the same book and a black bundle. At exactly 12 o'clock at night, she entered the graveyard. Dead bodies were everywhere around her. She was able to see the souls of those bodies with her own eyes, but she had no dreams. She took out some items from the black bundle and went to a corner of the graveyard and began chanting the mantras written in the book. Just then, a blazing fire appeared before her. She formed a circle around herself with red material and, sitting inside the circle, began her sadhana according to the method written in the book. She knew that this sadhana would not be easy for her, so she had already prepared herself for any extraordinary event that might happen to her. As soon as she began the yajna, the unsatisfied souls wandering the graveyard tried to approach her. However, due to the protective red circle, those souls could not touch her. According to the method written in the book, Maya had to repeat the sadhana for 41 days to complete it. After completing her first day's sadhana, there was a unique joy on Maya's face. After completing her sadhana, she came out of the graveyard, wrapped something in a black bundle and buried it on the threshold of the graveyard. Walking briskly for some time afterward, she entered her room through the window, splashed some water on herself, and changed her clothes. Just then, she heard some voices from outside. "Who knows who has put the child in such a state? He has neither given him time to live nor to die?" Hearing that voice, a mischievous smile appeared on Maya's face. She took a picture from her door and looked at it and started crying. The next morning, she woke up and went to her husband's room with breakfast for him. Her husband looked at her in a harsh tone and said, "How many times have I told you to stay away from me? Since the day you've been in this house, my life has become difficult. Oh, God, let me die instead of living like this. My soul would find peace. Why are you standing there staring at me? Get out of here." Hearing her loud screams, her mother came into her room. Seeing her handicapped son's helplessness, her heart was breaking inside. Seeing the pain in her son's eyes, Maya looked at him with a mischievous smile. "Go away from here," she said, "leave me alone." After listening to your courage, she went there without saying anything. She left, and as soon as it was night, she again went to the graveyard and started her meditation. While offering oblation in the fire, she took out a doll tied in a red cloth and tied a black cloth on its body. In a few days, her meditation of 4 days was also completed. Her condition was neither like that of a living person nor was it a dead body. Maya was sitting on her bed, holding the same doll in her hand, looking at it with hatred-filled eyes. She was looking at the doll. She had filled its entire body with countless sayas. It seemed as if she was enjoying the screams coming from the other room. Tomorrow was the last night of her meditation, after which she was going to acquire the power of the devil, which she had desired for the last 40 days. Calm down, son, calm down. Oh God, it is better to call me to you than to see your child in this condition. Maya's eyes filled with tears after hearing these words of her mother-in-law, who was crying loudly. Perhaps she started remembering some horrific incidents of her life. Today was the last night of her meditation. She reached the threshold of the graveyard, took out the black bundle buried there, and sat in front of the blazing fire burning in the Yigya Kund. She opened the black cloth and placed it in front of the Yigya Kund. Inside it was the anklet of a newborn girl, seeing which tears came to her eyes. She continued her meditation with tears in her eyes. After completing the chanting of the mantras, she poured some drops of her blood in the Yigya Kund as per the rules. She had to put drops that, upon falling into the sacrificial fire, could awaken the Rakta Bij. The same devil who was going to fulfill all her wishes today, cut her palm and poured her blood into the sacrificial fire. As per the rules, she saw a huge black shadow in front of her eyes, its red, terrifying eyes shining in the darkness of the night. She handed the doll and those anklets into his hands and, after extinguishing the fire of the sacrificial fire, left. That night, her husband's screams in that room made her feel the pain of losing someone. When she woke up in the morning, a crowd of villagers had gathered outside her house. Her husband's dead body was lying on the bier. His eyes had completely bulged out. His entire body had turned so white as if someone had brutally extracted every drop of his blood from his body. His dead body looked as terrifying as a demon. After lighting her son's pyre, his mother sat in her room, crying bitterly. When her child leaves this world, it is very painful. It hurts, don't you? Go away from here. I know you killed my son, you witch. You destroyed my clan. I don't know what that unlucky moment was when I brought you to my house as my daughter-in-law. You told the truth. I don't know what that unlucky moment was when I came to the house of devils like you as a bride. Do you think that the fruits of your own deeds ended with the life of your son? You will also be punished for snatching my daughters from me. You forgot what you did to my flower-like daughters. That night, my flower-like daughter was yearning to come into my lap, but you people snatched her from me forever, right in front of my eyes. These evil practices created by your society snatched my 3 daughters from me as soon as they were born. God blessed me with the good fortune of giving birth to 3 daughters, but you people, being devils, killed those innocent children while they were alive. Today, when you saw your son dying in front of your eyes, your soul trembled. Remember those nights when you snatched my daughters from me. You and your demon son killed them. They wanted a grandson, didn't you? Look, now I've destroyed your lineage. I did the right thing, otherwise you would have sacrificed countless innocent lives to your devilry. Saying this, Maya cut her finger with a sharp knife and poured her blood on the book. The same terrifying shadow suddenly appeared before her. Her son began writhing in agony. Within moments, her son's body also turned completely white, just as every drop of blood in her body dried up, just as someone had sucked the blood from her son's body. Maya had perfected the racked beach and traded her own soul to fulfill her desires. She had already lost everything. After losing her daughters, she had become a living corpse. But before leaving this world, she wanted to punish the culprits of her daughters. She couldn't bring back her lost daughters, but by doing so, she had averted the consequences for future generations. Chaitanya was killed here itself. As per the deal made with Racked Beach, she hugged the photographs of her daughters to her chest for the last time and handed over her soul to them and left this world forever. Music, even today, who knows how many people consider the birth of a daughter a curse? People who consider a daughter a curse can never be a part of happiness. Whoever considers a daughter a curse is destined for hell in every life.